Hi everyone, I'm Tom with Enclave LA, and I'm proud to be here introducing Kuenta Tambu from Netherlands.
Hi.
Would you introduce yourselves, please?
Hi, I'm Diamante van Lijsdijk. I come from Aruba.
I'm Roel Kalisser from Curaçao. We're from Kuenta Tambu.
And how do two talented musicians from Aruba and Curaçao, how do you start making music in Netherlands? What's the history?
We started back in 2005 as a acoustic group, acoustic drums and vocals, and that changed a bit in 2010. Well, we started adding electronics, and somewhere in the summer of 2012, Diamante joined the group as since we were looking for a new MC. And to reinforce the group and get to another level, since we were experimenting more with the electronic sound and just to see how far we could go.
Yeah. Now for people who are not familiar with what Tambu is, I read a little bit online, and I had read that Tambu was actually at one point like banned music in its history. Is that true?
True.
Yeah.
It's the most traditional style of music we have in Curaçao. It's mostly percussion and drums. It used to be drums and hand clapping, and then we had the loud instruments joining in with chapi. That's this baby right here.
Oh wow! Okay.
And so it was directly linked. It was this dance, this culture that slaves used to have amongst them. It was their thing, and it used to be very quiet, so that the people couldn't listen, people couldn't hear it. And at some point, it was banned by the church because of the way of dancing. It was said to be
provocative.
Provocative,
Right.
Yes.
provocative and obnoxious.
Vulgar.
Yeah.
It had so many different names. They gave it all
Right.
kinds of statuses.
Yeah, we see that in a lot of the rich Afro culture that is like suppressed,
True.
right?
True.
And then it still blossoms.
Yeah.
It has this resurgence, and then it becomes loved throughout all cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like what I love to see. We have the African diaspora, to the Americas, and now we have the diaspora back to Netherlands and spreading this back to Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, how did each of you find yourselves, on your journeys to Netherlands?
I came to study.
Yeah.
I went to the Netherlands to study economics and finance. I was doing a little bit of music, and all of a sudden, I went full time to music. But
Really?
first thing, you go to the Netherlands. From Curaçao to
Right.
to pursue a professional career in whatever you want to study.
Right. So no more finance, full-time music.
Yeah, full time music.
Great. You found your passion.
Oh, most definitely. It's been 15 years already.
I know.
Yeah.
And you, Diamante?
I went to Holland for to look for kind of a change of scenery, but I was supposedly just temporary. But friends of mine had put me up for auditions in schools, and then I went for the auditions, and I was immediately taken at each audition I went to. So I thought that I took that as a sign. So then I made a few phone calls on Aruba, and I told them, hey, not coming back, not like that, take care of the stuff. And I flew back, take care of my stuff, and I've stayed here ever since. I went to music school, and then I played in different bands, on and off. You kind of have to find your way until you find what you need. And you found me, actually.
Right. How did you find Diamante?
She used to be the MC for a friend of mine, DJ group, and I was talking to him about the MC they were having that was performing with them, which happens to be Diamante.
Yeah.
And then I saw this video of them. I was like, yeah. That's the one I should call. So I don't know if he liked it, but I just had the courage to go talk to Diamante and ask her to come and join the band. The group.
Yeah. Was this before you started experimenting with electronic dance?
No. After.
It was right at the peak. It was right at the peak of
Okay.
it. And at that peak, they finally had been able to get a tour in New York. That's the first time.
The first time in the U.S.
Yeah.
And-
2012 actually.
Yeah, that was 2012.
Summer in August 2012.
And it was more like, hi, how you doing? Yeah, good. Let's try something out. Okay, let's try. Okay, by the way, our first show's in 10 days in Holland.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, our first show's in 10 days. Learn everything in 10 days. I'm like, great, sure, cool. And then after that show, it was more like, we got to stay together.
Yeah.
So we made some decisions
You
and that kind of
passed.
stuff.
You passed the grueling test.
I
That
passed
was
the
your-
grueling
that was
test,
your test.
and the most important part of it is I still am one of the boys.
Yeah.
I'm as feminist as they come, but
Yeah.
I am still one of the boys.
Yeah.
So it makes it easy traveling with my boys all the time. Guys, men, gentlemen.
Of course.
Yeah, we had to wait 2 years for you to get to LA. We're so happy that this is your first here at Levitt today.
True.
Your first show in LA.
True.
And if you're not here, you're making a big mistake, but you still get 3 more chances.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. You
Yeah.
have 3 more chances. We're going to be here a while. You can also do workshops. We'll be doing workshops as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, we're also
Okay.
doing workshops.
Tomorrow at the Lemert Park.
Right, because they're getting ready for their festival of
Festival
Mass.
of
Yes.
Masks. Yeah.
Yeah, I
With,
heard you'll be doing an acoustic show then.
Yes. Totally acoustic, like the band started back in 2005.
Okay.
So we'll have kids singing, people singing and clapping,
That's
the
great.
whole traditional stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, with LA Commons, I mean, they are the ones that brought us here
Right.
and made this whole thing possible.
Yeah. Definitely.
So it's a series of three workshops,
Yes.
and one final performance on the 29th
Great.
of June.
Yeah.
So I would really like to invite everyone to come
Yeah.
and
Please,
check
we'll have
it
more
out.
information.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get more information from you.
Yes,
Oh, cool.
yes,
Yeah.
most definitely.
And LA Commons is great. A lot of the cultural organizations here were so invested and interested in bringing, world artists here. And the way they were able to do it was they had a Kickstarter campaign to raise
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
right? And raised really successful, seeing
Yeah.
the community come together.
Yeah.
Right.
it's-
Yeah.
Did you also do the same approach for your album, your latest album? Just to
Not for the album, but for the South by Southwest.
the South by
Yes.
Southwest tour.
Yes. Definitely.
Which was this year, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last March.
Yeah.
I think it went quite well.
I think it went really well. We had people following us, so that was
Right. Right.
cool.
I think that's a great thing these days with the internet, and you can actually interact directly with your fans.
True.
If they're going to support you, here's the way to support you directly.
Yeah.
It's really like a validation for you, right?
Yeah,
True.
but what's also like the validation is they saw us at one performance,
Right.
and that performance made enough of an impact. That group that was there, those people were there, intentionally went to our next show.
Right.
For us, that was like amazing because all of a sudden, you don't recognize faces that
Yes.
aren't your friends in
Right,
crowds,
right.
but then all of a sudden you're recognizing faces, and they're also these faces are also calling your name. They know your name.
Yeah.
They didn't just know the band Kid. They knew his name.
Right.
They knew my name.
Right.
They even knew the percussion thing. They even knew Paco's name.
Yeah.
Chip over, and that was like an experience for
Like
us.
really surprising, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it extra special, I think.
It does.
Adds a whole different dimension to
Yeah.
the shows and the friends. I think that's the way that you really connect to all the fans and them getting to know you. And I mean, after the show, you'll see we'll just be hanging around here talking
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah.
They can get to know us better and better.
Yeah, we do that actually all
So
the time.
yeah, that's
Every
that's
time,
the whole
actually.
idea. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
We don't want to disconnect.
Yeah. So we can after party with Kuenta y Tambu.
Hell yeah.
Shows, right?
Let's do that.
At
Most
own risk, at your own risk.